Start with the basics. The cell membrane, also known as the plasma membrane, is a thin, flexible barrier that surrounds every living cell. Think of it as the cell's security gate separating the internal environment from the outside world. Not only does it wrap around the cell, but similar membranes also enclose organelles like the nucleus, mitochondria, and in plant cells, chloroplasts and vacuoles. This compartmentalization allows different processes to happen at the same time without interference. The plasma membrane is incredibly thin, just about 5 nanometers, but it's packed with lipids, proteins, carbohydrates, and cholesterol. Its most important job, selectively letting substances in and out, maintaining the cell's internal balance and protecting it from harm. Now, what makes the plasma membrane so special? First, it's extremely thin yet highly efficient at controlling what enters and leaves the cell. Its flexibility allows cells to change shape during growth, movement, and even processes like endocytosis. The membrane is also fluid. Lipids and proteins can move sideways, which is explained by the famous fluid mosaic model. This model, proposed by Singer and Nicholson, describes the membrane as a dynamic structure, a phospholipid bilayer with proteins floating like icebergs and carbohydrates decorating the outer surface. Cholesterol is interspersed among the lipids, especially in animal cells, helping maintain the right balance of fluidity and stability. This unique structure is what gives the membrane its selective permeability and adaptability. Let's break down the main components of the plasma membrane. First, lipids, especially phospholipids, form the basic structure, creating a bilayer with hydrophilic heads facing out and hydrophobic tails tucked inside. Cholesterol, found mainly in animal cells, acts as a fluidity buffer, keeping the membrane stable across temperatures. Next, proteins make up about half the membrane's mass. Integral proteins span the bilayer and handle transport, signaling, and cell adhesion, while peripheral proteins provide support and help with signaling. Some proteins are even anchored by special molecules like GPI. Carbohydrates attached to proteins and lipids on the outer surface form the glycocalyx, which protects cells, aids recognition, and helps cells stick together. Each component plays a unique role, working together to keep the cell functioning smoothly. Plasma membrane isn't just a passive barrier, it's a dynamic player in cell life. It protects the cell from mechanical and chemical damage, regulates the movement of nutrients, water, and waste, and maintains homeostasis. Membrane proteins act as receptors, picking up signals like hormones and neurotransmitters and triggering responses inside the cell. Glycoproteins and glycolipids serve as ID tags, helping the immune system recognize self from non-self. Membrane also helps cells stick together to form tissues and anchors the cytoskeleton, maintaining cell shape and enabling movement. Enzymes embedded in the membrane catalyze vital reactions, from energy production to cell signaling. In short, the plasma membrane is essential for protection, communication, and coordination within and between cells.